Welcome back to Washington Volleyball on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Tonight's special playoff broadcast is also presented by Washington Ag. It is the Demons in the Class 3 Region 7 playoffs. The first round tonight, they come up against the Benton Bobcats. Benton comes in with an 11-14 record. As we give you the pregame show here between Benton and Washington, presented by the Ann C. Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. My name is Jack Knowlton. Be joined in just a moment by my broadcast partner, Zeph Walker-L. Very excited for this one. As Zeph slides in, we've got the tights set up, and you can feel the energy, Zeph, with this postseason game set to get underway in just a few minutes here between Washington and Benton. It feels like this season for Washington has gone by so fast as the Demons prepare to take on the Bobcats of the WAMAC Conference. Just, Zeph, how excited are you to get some playoff action started? What are you expecting here tonight between these two teams?
Of course I'm excited. The ladies made the playoffs. That's exciting. Kudos to them. But I'm also sad. This is our final broadcast for the volleyball season, and it's almost like we just got this close with these ladies and their team and, grew some sort of attachment, and we're so happy for them. We saw them face some really tough opponents this season, and they defended home court really well this year. So to get to this point, the final game, the end of the stretch, they gotta pull out the victory. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, it's a good point, Zeph. The matches we've broadcasted here at home, Washington has won all of them save for a match against Mid-Prairie, who join Washington in the Class 3A Region 7 bracket. We take a look at that. They're playing Davis County. West Liberty's facing Fairfield. Centerpoint Urbana and Vinton Shellsburg will face off. The winner of this game tonight will play the winner of that one at Centerpoint Urbana. So Mid-Prairie, the top seed in that region. So potential rematch on the line if Washington can make a run here. But let's dive into one storyline we're looking at for the Demons. To go back to the last game against Columbus, you talked to Coach Aaron Six about it, and it was Washington trying to fill the void that is left by Layla Green, this team's leader in blocks with 45. She has a foot injury, not playing tonight, but Washington has had some good players fill in. Aaron Six mentioned Sarah Berto. She had a good game against Columbus,
really
couple of kills, 6 in total along with a block. And Addison Miller as well, another senior.
Huge step up.
Six mentioned her 1 kill, 3 digs, 5 of 5 of serves against Columbus in the regular season finale. What are you expecting here, Zeph, to see how Washington kind of fills that void in the middle with the presence like Green unavailable?
In their game against their matchup against Columbus, they showed the depth. It was senior night. They were running an all-senior lineup. But to see the seniors, that were in the lineup that normally aren't in the starting lineup, give it their all and leave it all on the floor that night, it showed that, unfortunately, Layla Green can't be with us, but it didn't feel without. They still had that defensive presence. The depth showed up. The bench showed up. And that's important. You want that when it comes down late in the season, no matter the sport. We see it at the major levels when you have your star player go down because they've been playing, and it's tough. And the wear and tear on the body, it comes into fruition, unfortunately. But having a bench and having depth is very important. Last game, we were able to see that. So I don't see anything slacking tonight from the ladies. Yeah,
it'll be interesting. Kind of the thing we heard from the players, too, is the most difficult thing that's going to occur with replacing Green is her energy and the vibe that she brings.
Yeah.
So Washington will have to do that. Aaron Six has mentioned it plenty of times, too. This is a team that when they're playing loose, when they're having fun, when they're connected, that's when they play their best volleyball. And obviously in a playoff situation, Washington open to avoid getting too tightened up here. Obviously having the home field advantage will help with that as well. But Benton, let's get a little bit of notes on them before we send it down to the court for pregame introductions and all of that fun stuff. The Bobcats are 11-24. They finished 10th out of 12 teams in the WAMAC Conference this season. They are led by Coach Mike Embretson. He is in his 4th season, 53-101 overall record in that time. They reached the semifinals in their respective Class 3 districts in 2 of the last 3 years, got to the quarterfinals last year, and a couple of players, Zeph, to touch on that we will call a lot tonight. They're outside hitter number 8, Tallulah Schroeder. She leads this team in kills with 178. Anna Embertson is another player to watch as well. Let's send it down to the court. We have pregame introductions, which we'll bring to you live as the Demons and Bobcats prepare to get things started.
Welcome to Washington High School. Tonight's regional volleyball match between the Benton Bobcats and your Washington Demons. The Iowa High School Athletic Association in Washington High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all times during our athletic events. Good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponent, and the decisions made by the officials. Please honor these athletes competing tonight by refraining from any negative comments. Together we can set the standard for good sportsmanship. Please join me in welcoming our officials for tonight, Samantha Jamison and Thomas Henry. And now the starting lineup for the Benton Bobcats. Number 1, Avery Franzenberg. Number 3, Anna Emerson. Number 4, Avery Palmer. Number 6, Braylon Scheck. Number 8, Tallulah Schroeder. Number 12, Chloe DeGroat. And the libero, number 21, Olivia Brendett. Head coach, Mike Emerson. And now the starting lineups for the Washington Demons. Number 4, Taylor Mish. Number 5, Clayton Messenger. Number 7, Addison Miller. Number 8, Reagan Miller. Number 9, Sarah Burdo. Number 14, Lauren Grahota. And the libero, number 1, Ellie Farmer, head coach of the Demons are 6. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we pay honor to this great nation with the singing of our national anthem by Washington High School faculty member Sam Wadley.
Some great introductions there. Nice rendition of the national anthem as well by Sam Wadley. Washington Demon Volleyball playoff time here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics and Washington Ag. It is the Benton Bobcats coming in, trying to upset Washington at home. The Demons trying to advance to the next round. They did so last season, got out of the quarterfinal round against Mediapolis in the postseason, lost to Assumption in the semifinal, Washington did, These two teams, Zeph, played against each other actually in postseason play. Since 2013, Benton has a 3-0 series lead. They matched up in 2020 in the Region 7 of Class 4A at the time when Washington and Benton were both 4A schools. Benton got a 3-0 win in that one. So before these players were around, but a bit of history between these two teams in the postseason. So should be a fun one. Quick rundown of your starting lineups for the Demons. Ellie Farmer is the libero. Taylor Mix out there with Leighton Messenger. Addison Miller, she'll likely start in the middle as that replacement for Layla Green. Reagan Miller out there with Sarah Berto and Lauren Drahota. For the Bobcats, their libero is Olivia Brendez. She's number 21. Chloe DeGroot, Tallulah Schroeder, Brinley Seek, Avery Palmer, Anna Embretson, and Avery Franzenberg out there to start the match. Washington serving it away. Reagan Miller gets the postseason started and gets a friendly roll off the net to give Washington its first point of the game.
That's a great start there for our Washington Demons.
Miller, a sophomore, leads this team in assists this year, just under the 100 kills threshold as well. Very dynamic player for this Washington offense. He sets it up for Lauren Drahota. Dug up by the Bobcats, sent back over by Embretson. Miller for Taylor Mix this time. Bit more of a rally in this second point.
A lot of control going on, a lot of control.
Taylor Mix can't put an end to that. Nice dig there by Brendez. Sent back over. Farmer for Miller for Mix, and a little late on that one trying to dig it was Tallulah Schroeder, and Mix wins a second point for the Demons.
You know, if you're gonna call this playoff volleyball, I like it. They're patient. No one's forcing their hands on anything. Every point counts.
Yeah, to go back to what
matters, I say.
To go back to what we talked about in the pregame, it is this energy that Coach Aaron Six has his eye on for his team. That's a good serve there by Miller.
Quick note, Taylor Mish seems a lot more controlled on her kills coming, or her attacks coming on this left-hand side.
Mix 14 kills and 14 digs against Columbus the last time out for Washington, but there's the first kill for the Bobcats, and getting it that time was Chloe DeGroot. 108 kills on the season for her. That's the fourth most, on this Bobcats team. Just behind Avery Palmer at 118. Anna Embretson and Tallulah Schroeder are the leaders. So 3-1, Ellie Farmer the dig, and mistimed that time by Miller.
Miscommunication there. Looked as though Sarah Berto wanted to, hit it up, but she kind of felt like it was going over the net.
Sydney Brandt to serve this one. Reagan Miller for Drahota.
That was nice.
Dug up well that time by the Bobcats, and Berto not able to get to that shot from deep by Schroeder, and that is what the sophomore does best for this Benton team. She led this team with 145 kills as a freshman last year, was a member of the All-Wamak West second team. A talented player for a Benton team. Nice dig there by Mix.
That was a play saver for sure.
Mix got to that one that time. Messenger tried to chase it down as well, but Washington couldn't quite get back in control, and another point won by the Bobcats.
That was scary there. She was running full speed into the corner of the court there.
So 3-4 now. 3 straight points for Benton after a 3-1 start for Washington. There's Messenger, and her first attempt of the game is dug up successfully. Reagan Miller tees up Berto, just taps it over. Nice dig there by Farmer, but it couldn't stay in play.
You gotta appreciate the hustle, though. Farmer got down, and that could have been, one of those soft touches right over the net where the other player isn't prepared. Ellie was right there for it.
And she was prepared, just couldn't spin it back into the middle, and that is one thing that Coach Aaron Six said to use that last time was, or I believe it was Reagan Miller rather, was how to deal with those quick sets. That was a good shot by Messenger. Equal to it, though, was Brendez. Mix will try. hits off the blockers. Dug up well by that time by Messenger.
Yeah.
Bertos keeps it alive, but it lands out of play.
Again, another one of those plays where you can't be upset that they are able to react to the ball rather than giving up on the play. Didn't go their way, but nonetheless.
So the visiting Bobcats off to a good response, and they win another point off the serve. That'll go down as an ace, and Aaron Six is going to burn an early timeout here. So Washington in a bit of an early hole, Zeph, down 7-3. How do you think Demons have to adjust to this one?
You know, it's tough to say because no one seems as though they have full control of the game yet, or this set. In particular, the Demons are playing very controlled, you know, and that's a little different than what they normally play. They're more aggressive in other games, and particularly we just got to see more, you know? No one has momentum yet. A few points have went our way, a few points have went to the Bobcats' way. We've just got to let the set unfold.
Benton to serve out of the timeout. It's Avery Franzenberg. 4 aces on the season for her. Has a powerful serve, just under 95% efficiency. Gets serves in pretty consistently. That's one thing this Benton team does well. That one hits off the net, just has to be sent over by Drahota. It skips off the net though and stayed on the wrong side of the line for Washington, so a point out of the timeout for Benton. Good start here for the Bobcats. Franzenberg's made just 14 starts this year, but has appeared in every match. Berto, that one's denied.
Some good defense we're seeing from the Bobcats. They are defending that front line.
Chloe DeGroot got to that one. DeGroot listed at 6'3" for Benton. A distinct size advantage over pretty much anyone on the court here tonight. Miller just has to dig that one over. Benton, that one goes deep. So Washington gets the serve back and a much needed point.
That could be a momentum shifter there, you know?
Taylor Miksch will go back to serve. Connected on 16 of her 19 serve attempts against Columbus. Also had a pair of aces in the win over the Wildcats. Sent over hard and takes a deflection off Miller on its way through. I think she was trying to get out of the way there from that shot, but it's 10-4 and Benton wins a point right back. Visitors with some momentum. Anna Embertson back to serve. She's the top returning assist leader on this team, was 4th on the team last year. They lost a lot of their passing, Benton, from a year ago. Berto equal to that one. Drahota has to just dig it up, and Messenger. That one's blocked well by Benton. Drahota this time again for Messenger, and there's the first kill for Layton.
Huge.
Washington hasn't gotten her too much involved in these first 14 points, but makes a statement right there. Makes this one 5-10. Now Berto back to serve.
Woo!
Great save that time, but it's too far.
That was really good.
That was Kendall Conway. That is her specialty. Doesn't have any stats on offense this year, but 50 digs coming into this match. Is back there to help Farmer with some of these outside hitters for Benton. That was a good dig, but just couldn't quite stay in play. Messenger just places that one over. That one, a block, and a much needed one by Messenger and Addison Miller.
Again, it goes back to what I was saying. We just have to let the set unfold. You know, there's a lot of reserved play happening here. We saw our first kill from Leighton Messenger, like you said, 14 points into this set. That's a rarity for this squad.
Another rarity there is a service error for Karis Miller. Just under 94% on the season coming in, and 11 aces. One of the better servers on this Washington team. That has been one of their main areas of struggle this season. They're 47th in Class 3A, around 50 teams in serve efficiency as a unit. Can't afford self-inflicted wounds in the postseason. But it helps when you have Leighton Messenger.
Huge.
And another kill makes this 7-12, and she'll go back to serve. Taylor Mick's going to come in replace of Conway.
Again, the hustle is there. The hustle is there. The ball is just not spinning in the Washington Demons' direction. So
Messenger hits that one into the net, so another service error, and a 13-7 advantage now for the Bobcats.
limiting errors is going to be huge in the next timeout or at the end of this set.
Mick. Karis Miller tries to set Mick back up. She just has to sneak that one over and couldn't get a good handle on it. Set a bit too far out of her reach. It's 14-7, and the Bobcats doubling up the hosts here. Washington's already used a timeout. Demons just trying to string some points together. That one too far wide for Reagan Miller. There's a test point here for Washington. Again, to go back to Aaron Six's comments, he said when we play relaxed, when we play with a lot of energy, we play good volleyball, when we get down on ourselves and let some of those errors pile up, you see the wind kind of get taken out of our sails. So trying to get some wind back in the sails here. Mick tries to sneak that one over. Blockers equal to it for Benton. Karis Miller. Reagan Miller goes quick. Benton gets to that one. Mick digs it right back over, and not equal to that one was Addison Miller, and Benton now up 16-7. And Aaron Six going to talk things over once again.
I guess my worry would be, are they playing a little too composed? Are they allowing that the composure of the Bobcats to affect their momentum and how they're going to control the game speed? Maybe they need to grab hold of this game and put the pedal to the metal, because playing at this composed, this slow pace, it's not their game technically. They're more of an aggressive squad. They come out strong, they come out fast, and sometimes it works against them, but a lot of times we've seen on this very court, it works in their favor.
Yeah, and it comes down to the energy level as well, I think, and how this team just tries to dig deep and get itself some positive momentum. We've seen a few attack errors, some service errors as well, and Benton playing really good at the net. They have gotten to a lot of those 50-50 points that have come down. They've made all their serves as well. Bobcats have limited the errors. That's what you have to do against this Washington team, especially at home. See if this can be a better response out of the timeout for the Demons. Karis Miller for Mick. That one dug up again by Brendez. Going quickly, Addison Miller got a touch to that, and that might have confused Mick a little bit or prevented her from getting a dig that time. And now up by 10, the Bobcats. It does feel a little bit, Seth, that vacancy at the net without Layla Green is being felt by Washington here in this first set. Mick just digs that one directly back over. Farmer. Miller tries to tee up Mick again. Hard hit shot goes off the ceiling, and Benton able to keep it alive. Karis Miller will try it again from Mick. She just floats that one over. Benton equal to it. Farmer to Miller. Reagan Miller this time. That one too deep.
That is in. Oh, what? Wow, that was an interesting call there.
Did look like from my angle that it did carry just a bit too far past the line. They're near that Demons logo in the paint, so it's 18-7. Mick for Miller. Messenger sent that one over.
Good dig.
Karis Miller to Farmer. Mick takes deflection off the blockers and a miscommunication. Schroeder thought a teammate was getting to that one, so a .1 for Washington, keeping this at a 10-point first set.
It's all about momentum. Now that the Demons have the serve, the momentum is on their side.
Ellie Farmer, that takes a bad deflection. Rare thing to see from Brendez, but it's an ace for Farmer. Ellie Farmer, also one of the better servers on this Washington team. 13 aces entering tonight. Give her 14 with that one. Nice dig that time. Mick gets it over and delivers it just a bit too far past the line. A hard hit shot. But it snuck past, and we'll give another point.
We need
to
a
the
court
Bobcats.
cam. We need a right on the line cam.
Caitlin Kuiper served that one. Karis Miller for Reagan Miller. Off the blockers and drops down. So a kill for Reagan Miller. Washington just trying to work their way back into this set. And you feel at this point, Zeph, even if the Demons end up dropping it, if they can just build some positive momentum to carry in the second, you tell yourself,
indeed.
you know, it is a long match. Reagan Miller will go back to serve after winning that point. Drops that one deep. And a miscue that time by DeGroot. So a rare error for Benton. They've been relatively error-free. That has helped them build up this lead.
I just looked at that DeGroot girl is 6'3" and a freshman. Wow.
She has to chase that one down. A hard-earned dig. That one carrying. Might have gone deep. Farmer keeps it alive. Berto tries to go. Gets blocked. Mix from the 10-foot line. Dug up by Brendez. Hit hard. Messenger saves it for Washington.
Save.
That's going to tee up Mix. And a kill for the Demons.
Huge. You can feel the energy. You can feel them getting into their game.
Reagan Miller trying to keep cutting into this deficit. 19-12. Mix got a touch to that one. Farmer able to save it. Mix able to send it. And another point for Taylor Mix.
She is stepping up this time. When they need her most, she is putting kills on the board.
Big back-to-back kills, and this little run set up by that DeGroot miss. Washington trying to pounce and make Benton pay for their errors. 13-19, they're down, and another error that time. Trying to dig it was Schroeder, so a 5-0 run for Washington, and that's gonna cause a timeout to be taken by Mike Embretson and the Benton Bobcats. Zeph, what'd you like about Washington there on that run?
You know, as I'm taking a couple notes here, we had a 17-7 score just about 3 minutes ago. We're looking at a 19-14. That just goes to show how momentum is all that's needed to get back into a game. This match looked really bad. Starting off, it looked really bad for the Demons. Whatever conversation they had, you can see the momentum is built within the ladies, and they're now ready to bring the match and the set back to where they want it to be. Down 5. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this.
Washington trying to keep it going out of the timeout. That would make it a 7-2 run since that 17-7 mark that Zeph mentioned. But a hard hit kill, and there's a response out of the timeout for the Bobcats. Schroeder delivers that time. Franzenberg will come in to serve. She was at the controls when Benton went on their initial run to get this lead. They're up 20-14, 5 points away from taking set number 1 on the road at Washington. Reagan Miller, mixed from the right side this time. And either side doesn't seem to phase Taylor Mix. Another kill.
That stayed in. That one stayed in.
And Mix in good command of her shots early. That's going to be big for the Demons as this match goes. She serves that time, dug up by Brendez. Over and hit hard off the blockers and not able to be kept alive. That was Anna Embretson.
You know, again, like you said, in the event that the Demons dropped this first set, they needed this momentum to push into the second set.
The defensive specialist Conway back in for Washington, immediately thrust into action with a dig. Drahota hits that one softly over. And that one too deep that time from Anna Embretson. Another one of these Bobcats, just a sophomore, but another top returner. She was second on the team behind Schroeder in kills last year, 4th on the team in assists. And like I mentioned, their top returner from a team that lost 5 seniors from a year ago. Benton able to sneak that one over after Drahota, and Miller got a touch to it, but they find Messenger and win another point.
That is only her 3rd kill of the night. Down 4.
You have to credit Washington for keeping that point alive as well. They haven't gotten a ton at the net to go, and can be demoralizing when Benton sneaks some of those over. That one gets away from the Bobcats. It's 21-18. Washington trying to rip all of the momentum back and take a late lead after it looked like they could have been down and out early. Berto serving. Schroeder floats that one over. Drahota was ready for it. Messenger again. Dug straight back over. Miller just has to keep that one alive. Drahota tried to find an angle there. Benton was ready for it, but hits it into the net. And another point for the Demons.
This is looking really good. What I say earlier about that play off of volleyball, this is what it feels like, and I'm here for it.
Berto, we mentioned the pregame, had a good game against Columbus. That included going 9 of 9 from the service line, but Benton able to tee up Schroeder that time.
That was huge. Really good kill from Schroeder there. Credit to Benton on that one.
And their libero, Olivia Brendez, 22 starts in 30 total appearances this season. Messenger, Miller for Drahota, who gets the power behind that one. And it's a 2-point game.
That was nice. They are battling. This is great. This is really great right now.
That's the hardest shot Drahota's been able to get off in this first set. Just had to just kind of keep some points alive and just hit it over without much power behind it. But you can see what happens when she's able to generate some. Farmer, Messenger. Miller just has to keep that one alive with a dig. Benton trying to find an answer, and they sneak that one between Addison Miller and Leighton Messenger and win a big 23rd point to get the service back. Bobcats don't want to let Washington back into this one. Lily Schulte back to serve. She's this team's leader in assists. Messenger set up well.
Huge.
Both these teams have traded points. Washington, you have to feel, can't lose the serve at this point. And Messenger will send it back to Benton. Thrilling ending to this first set, and that one's mishandled by Schroeder.
That was one of the biggest serves ever.
Schroeder
that could be the change right there.
Might have misread it a little bit. Messenger will take it either way. 1 point set. 23-22 Bobcats. Schroeder comes right back though and delivers a kill. And the Bobcats are a point away.
That one was tough because inches before she was out of bounds on that one. Inches.
Schroeder will go back to serve, lofts that one in, and Washington unable to keep it alive, and the Bobcats do steal a set after a big lead. They take it 25-22. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back here with the second set. Benton up 1-0 on the home Demons. Back in a moment here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience.
And we're back here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, sponsored by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Demon Volleyball, playoff volleyball, may I add. We have the Washington Demons up against the Bobcats, Benton Bobcats, dropping the first set 25-22. The Demons at one point were down 17-7 and made a strong comeback, led by Taylor Mishk with 5 kills to get them back into the set. Unfortunately, it was not enough to bring them the W. Nonetheless, we are all 0-0 going into the second set. So we're looking to see if the Demons are able to bounce back, use that momentum that gave them the comeback, and take a set home. In that first set, we saw a lot of Schroeder on the Benton Bobcats, who was able to get a lot of kills that eventually closed out the Demons. Early into the first set, we have a kill from Taylor Mix. Reagan Miller to serve. Service error there for the Demons. Limiting errors has to be a conversation that Aaron Six had with his ladies during that first time out and that first break we had between the sets. Strong defense at the net there from the Benton Bobcats. Stopping Sarah Berto right at the net. She wasn't able to get it right over. Anna Embertson to serve. Violation on the Demons gives another point to the Bobcats. Down 3-1 now. Anna Embertson still here to serve. Good dig by Taylor Mix there. And the kill is right over the net. Went right over the blockers' hands. They got a little bit on that, so the point goes to the Demons. Taylor Mix to serve for the Demons. And an unfortunate service error again for our Demons. As she subs out for Lily Brown here, or Kendall Conway, excuse me. The Demons can't let these service errors get into the way of them making a strong comeback in this match tonight. A good dig from Kendall Conway there, not enough. As we are now 5-2, Benton Bobcats lead. Serving for the Bobcats, Callan Kepper. The dig by Ellie Farmer there was just not enough, as the Bobcats again with another kill. That one there was from Schroeder. the setup there late. Messenger dug up there from the Bobcats. Kendall Conway just isn't fast enough to get to the ball, as we now have a 7-2 lead from the Bobcats over the Demons. We saw in the first set that they started really, really strong. Strong leads led by most 10. So that shouldn't faze the Demons as they're looking to make a comeback here. And that one's just hit right out of bounds. Deflected off of Ellie Farmer, so the ball and point goes to the Bobcats. Just got right over the net there by Drahota. The setup there. Oh, and Drahota gets her hands on it and gets it right over the net. And net violation on the Bobcats, gets the point over to the Demons. A momentum shift possibly needed to get the Demons back into this set. The setup and the hit from Schroeder, just too fast on that one, taking the serve right back to the Bobcats. The Bobcats have looked really strong in the first two sets here. Again, led by at most 10 against the Demons in the first set. And a service error, which you gotta like if you're a fan of the Demons, as they get the serve back. Lauren Drahota subs out for Karis Miller as she set up to serve. And just not enough on that one. She tried to give a soft touch. That there was Chloe DeGroot. Tried to give the soft touch right over the net, but just couldn't make it there, so it's a net violation on the Benton Bobcats. Good serve there from Karis Miller. Dug up there from Ellie Farmer. And the soft touch by Leighton Messenger to get it right over the net and deflected. Set up from Karis Miller. Reagan Miller. Have a bit of a rally going on here. Leighton Messenger. And it stays inbound, and the point goes to the Demons. 9-6. Demons down by 3. Had a bit of a rally there, and the Demons were able to pull out the kill, putting another point on the board. Serve up by Karis Miller. Chloe DeGroot strong at the net. But Leighton Messenger's just... The one official was pointing to the Demons for the point, and the main official called it out of bounds. And a service error for the Benton Bobcats. They had little to no service errors in the first set, and they're already up to 2 here in the second set. Leighton Messenger to serve. And an ace goes to Messenger as she puts another point on the board for her Demon squad. Down by 2 as they're looking to keep the serve and make a comeback in this second set. And right at the line, inches away. Seems as though the Demons thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, but it made the cut. Nonetheless, a point for the Benton Bobcats. Reagan Miller strong from that right side. Gets the serve back to her squad. Addison Miller subs out for Sarah Berto. Served up from Ellie Farmer. And just undershot that one there was the Bobcats. Mistimed from Avery Palmer. Couple substitutions happening for the Bobcats. Bryn Lee Seck and Avery Frasenberg checks in. Too much on that one from Avery Franzenberg as she ties the game up for the Demons. Ellie Farmer to serve. Dug up there from Farmer. And a soft touch right over the net from Taylor Mix, which gives the Demons their first lead since the beginning of this second set when they led by 1. Could be trending in the right direction as the momentum is now on the Demons' side. Good block at the net, but unfortunately gives the point to the Bobcats. But that type of defense is what you would like to see. Sometimes the ball just has its own way of moving. Avery Franzenberg to serve for the Bobcats. Good dig there from Farmer. Karis Miller to set up Leighton Messenger with a strong hit, and they're just not able to respond. Another kill for Messenger, another point for the Demons. Karis Miller takes a seat on the bench for Lauren Drahota to sub back in. Reagan Miller to serve. And a point goes to the Bobcats. We are trading blows here in this second set. All knotted up at 13. No one's breaking away. Anna Embertson to serve for the Bobcats. And it's off the front blockers, which leads to a point for the Demons. Another kill for Taylor Mish. She has been phenomenal this game, staying composed and keeping her team in this one. Mix to serve. Up. Dug up by Mix. Blocked at the net from the Bobcats. Blocked again. Set up from Reagan Miller. And another violation on the Demons, leading to a point for the Bobcats. Again, we are trading blows, point for point, whether it comes from an error or a kill, point for point. Strong hit from Leighton Messenger is blocked at the net. Chloe DeGroot, the tall freshman, is denying anything coming on her side. Hit over the net by Sarah Berto there. Schroeder gets it right back. Set up from Reagan. Leighton Messenger keeps that one. Oh. That was a tough call there. Both officials, late call, nonetheless gave the point, called him out of bounds on the Demons. Bobcats are now leading 17-14 with another point for the Bobcats. Soft touch right over the net from Chloe DeGroot. And a strong response. She did not like that they took one of her kills away. Nonetheless, a point for the Demons. Leighton Messenger. Sarah Berto to serve for the Demons. Met at the net was Schroeder, but a mistimed and miscommunication for the Demons as they were looking for Drahota to dig that one up. Another strong hit on that left side goes to Leighton Messenger. Oh, out of bounds call. Excuse me, that point goes back to the Bobcats as the officials call out of bounds, but it's okay. Lauren Drahota takes that point right back. 16-19, Demons trail by 3. In the first set, they were down 10. Good dig up there for the Bobcats. And that ball hit the top of the net, which caused a violation and a point to go to the Benton Bobcats. And a service error goes right out of bounds. Tallulah Schroeder. Kendall Conway subs out as Taylor Mix subs in. Set up to serve is Leighton Messenger. Demons trail by 3. Another violation called by the officials. Got a bit of confusion going on here. Okay, so the point. The point is going to go to the Demons, as there was a bit of confusion there, especially amongst the players. Got a bit of a conversation happening here from Coach Aaron Six and to one of our officials. Nonetheless, Demons trail by 2. Leighton Messenger to serve. Chloe DeGroot, strong freshman at the rim. Oh, excuse me, at the net. Seems like one of us are ready for basketball season. Dug up there from Ellie Farmer. Taylor Mix. A little too much on that one as it does not stay inbound. Demons trail by 4. 22-18. And a soft touch there from Leighton Messenger. Keeps the ball in play and guarantees a point for the Demons as they trail by 3 now. Ellie Farmer with the ace. Keeping the serve in play for her squad. Oh, and dug up there from Karis Miller. No one is giving up on this. Rally is upon us. Taylor missed soft touch over the net. Dug up there from Schroeder. set up from Ellie Farmer to Reagan Miller to close out that rally. Timeout for the Benton Bobcats. Head coach Mike Emberson wants to talk with his squad as they are leading 22-21 here against our Demons. You've got to wonder what the conversation is going to be for Emberson here, as they were in this position one set ago, yet they were beating the Demons by more than just 1 point. The service is still on the Demons' side. The Demons need this set. They do not want to go down 2-0 on their home court during the playoffs. They need to break even, keep this momentum, and come out of this timeout really, really strong. Ellie Farmer to serve for the Demons. Critical serve. Dug up there from Ellie Farmer. And just mistimed, out of position. Bobcat volleyball leading 23-21. Strong hit there from Reagan Miller. Dug up there from Leighton Messenger. And the setup and point goes to the Demons right off the hands of the blockers, Taylor Mitch. Lauren Drahota checks into the game for Karis Miller. Reagan Miller to serve. Remember, there must be a 2-point lead in order for the set to end, as we are now knotted up 23-23. Win by 2. Reagan Miller to serve. And unfortunately, off of the hands of the Demons, 24-23, a very critical serve here for Anna Emberson and the Bobcats. And an unfortunate turn of events. Demons trail 2-0, ending that second set 25-23. We'll be right back here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, sponsored by Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you. Volleyball season has arrived, and Fairway sets all the savings all year long. With a variety of fall favorites and sports season must-needs, no one does it like Fairway. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with See First today and see why together is better.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
Back here for set number 3, another thrilling one in set number 2 here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Want to thank our other sponsor, Fairway Meat and Grocery, for their continued support of Demon Athletics. Jack Knowlton, Zeph Walker L on the call. Zeph, it was another set that started similarly to the first. Benton able to take a lead. This one turned into a little bit more of a back and forth affair. Washington just unable to rip the momentum back, but now in a do-or-die situation here for the Demons as we start set number 3.
You know, that last set, there was a lot to learn from it. You saw a bit of slow and out of, focus play from the Bobcats, which ultimately could have led to their demise. But you have to credit their defense. They are stopping a lot of plays, what we would call 50-50 balls, that could have gone the Demons' way. However, there's some questionable calls that have, happened. But we just gotta play through it.
Had a couple of comings together so far in set number 2 as Benton gets things started right where they left off. And you're right, Seth, kind of the efficiency of the Bobcats and what shots that have been kills really all year long for Washington that have been dug up well by those back row players, and the net play has been strong as well. Washington found a bit more momentum there in that second set. That one drops in from deep for Taylor Mitch. And how big will a strong start be for the Demons, given they've been down, have had to dig their way out of early holes in both of these first 2 sets, not trying to do the same here in the third.
It's good that we're in the third set. The momentum is here. They're alive and well. They cannot afford to play catch up.
There's a little bit of a miscommunication there between Farmer and Mitch. Gives a point to the Bobcats. Benton team that I mentioned played a lot of games this year, 11-24 on the season. Struggled a little bit in WAMAC play. Not too many games. They only play 5 games apiece in the WAMAC Conference. That was won by Clear Creek Amana, who's one of the best teams in Class 4. But certainly Benton showing they are going to be a team to be reckoned with for the future here. Have some young players who've been hitting really well tonight. Washington trying to fill the role at the net left by Layla Green as well. Benton wins another point there. Drahota hits that one into the net.
They want to take a commanding lead early in this third set. Show that they've got some willpower.
Callan Kuiper to serve this one away. Messenger digs it up. Reagan Miller returns it to her. And a kill there for Leighton Messenger. And those have not, like you mentioned, Zeph, they have not been guaranteed tonight. Benton has been equal to some of those hard-hit Messenger shots that we've seen plenty of teams struggle to stop all season long. Washington just trying to get her in rotation, get her going. Will be big in this set number 3 as the Demons look to keep their season alive. That one takes a deflection. Chloe DeGroot was trying to get out of the way of it. Wound up hitting her forearm there. So it's 4-3 Demons, and so far through the first 7 points, not that big Benton run. Again, kind of both teams trading blows. Lauren Drahota is serving. Nice dig that time by Benton. It was Franzenberg, and Washington unable to get it set up. That'll tie the match at 4. Kendall Conway coming back in.
She's been really good defensively for this squad.
And it had to be as well. Washington, I felt, did a better job of getting to those really hard-hit shots from the outside hitters of Benton.
Oh, good dig.
Keeping points alive. Farmer does so there. Messenger is teed up and delivers.
She is fired up in this third set, and you can tell she is not going to go without a fight.
And certainly these 5 Washington seniors don't want their season to end, certainly don't want it to end here at home tonight. Messenger among them. She'll serve. Just drops that one in right in the middle of the court. And that one too far that time for Schroeder, and Washington will be relieved to see that one fly by. Schroeder has been everywhere for Benton in the first 2 sets. Team's leader in kills, leads the team in digs as well. Can be good on the defensive side of the ball for Benton. She'll try again, and that time drops it inside of Addison Miller. And now goes back to serve. Dug up that time by Conway. Addison Miller just gets it over. Set up for DeGroot.
Oh, good
mistake
dig
that time by
there.
Conway. Poking it over the net there was DeGroot again. Mix will try. Off the blockers and a point for the Demons.
Again, Kendall Conway, she is showing up in those spots that are like, you know, she's right there where she needs to be. And, you know, you might not see the importance immediately, but it's a factor.
True definition of the defensive specialist for this Washington team. Obviously, Ellie Farmer back there as well. Neither of them could dive to get that one. You wonder if that might be the play next season. Could Conway take over that libero jersey potentially for Farmer, who will wrap up a great career after this season? SEC All Honorable Mention last year, Ellie Farmer. Nearly 300 digs coming into this year. Mix off the blockers. Sarah Berto, Reagan Miller to Mix again.
Oh!
That one off the blockers and drops home for a point for the visitors.
That was that was interesting right there. That was a very interesting play that came on both sides there.
Olivia Brendez to serve. Reagan Miller. Messenger from the 10-foot line. She can be dangerous from there, but
hit.
A good dig that time
Good
by
defense.
Seek. Messenger keeps it alive, or Mix, excuse me. Messenger sends it over. Lofted back over and unable to track it down that time. Messenger and Aubrey Kelly wins a point. Kelly 73 kills, and it's an 8-7 advantage. Messenger the dig, Reagan Miller for Berto, that's too wide.
They've just got to stay in the game. Don't look at the clock. I mean, don't look at the score. Don't worry about the sets. One score at a time.
Miller dropping that one in at the net. 8-9, both teams still trading points here. Competitive start to set number 3. Reagan Miller,
good
nice dig there by Farmer. Mix. Dug up by Schroeder. And out of play that time, or no, came off the hand of a Demon. So instead it'll be a point rather to the visiting Bobcats. Refs called a deflection. Can be hard to see from these angles. Ball moves so fast, and sometimes the deflection doesn't completely change the direction.
That was tough.
But it did hit a Demon that time, so it's 10-8. Franzenberg. Farmer the dig. Messenger drops that one just in front of the service line.
That was strong.
Nice dig there by Farmer to set it up. I'll correct myself, Zeph. This is where I'm a little bit like Ron Burgundy and read whatever's on the card. I had Farmer mislabeled as a senior, and so she'll put on that libero jersey one more time. Just a junior for this Demons team. Messenger the dig. Reagan Miller gives it back to Messenger. Kept alive by Benton. Punched down by Avery Palmer.
That was a good dig there from Taylor Mix. She just didn't get to the right angle.
11-9 now. These hitters still dealing for Benton. They have 4 that are over 100 kills this season. We've mentioned pretty much all of them tonight. Nice dig there by Farmer to keep it alive. Mix hits it into the net, though. So 12-9. Anna Embretson back to serve. Embretson, one of those players, second on this team with 166 kills for Benton. Drahota, another attack error for Washington, and now Benton's starting to build a bit of a lead, and Aaron Six, sensing that, is going to call a timeout and talk things over. Six going to think about it.
Yeah.
Washington down 13-9, trailing at home in a do-or-die set. Two attack errors for the Demons. Both these teams have kind of traded blows here in set number 3. It was Benton that got off to strong starts in the first 2, and their attackers have just been everywhere. Washington kind of missing Layla Green a little bit. You can tell at the net, but Demons need a bit of a rally out of this timeout. Saw a good one the last time Aaron Six took one. I remember him using either in set number 2, kind of let his players sort it out on the fly, and they did that, made it close. That one drops home for Benton, though, so a strong response for the Bobcats out of the timeout. So Embretson still back at the controls. She had 18 aces last year. Messenger. Embretson, Messenger again with the dig. It's set up and the blockers equal to it. Just having to keep it alive for Washington. Mitch gets it over. Floated that time. Farmer the dig. Miller to Berto this time. Longer rally here, but the blockers again can't quite get a clean hit. And it's 15-9.
This is tough to see because it's almost like you want to ask the question, if Layla Green was here, what would be different?
Messenger, nice placement on that shot, wins it back for Washington. 15-10. Potential season-saving rally needed here.
Needed.
Berto to serve. Kept alive that time by Brendez. And the blockers get to that one and deflect it back off of the Bobcats.
Critical play. We've seen them in worse positions than this in the first set. A comeback is imminent.
This is a Benton team that has dropped their last 9 matches leading into this one. Lost 2 in the WAMAC Conference Tournament, but they've played a ton of games. They have tested themselves against some good competition, even in their own conference. Clear Creek, Amana, Solon kind of at the top of that. Grinnell's a good team. Washington has some familiarity with them from a tournament in Pella. Lost 2-0 to Grinnell. Miscommunication that time between Messenger and Mitch. Gives an ace to Callan Kuiper.
1 score at a time.
27 aces for Kuiper. That leads the team. She was at the controls when they went on a run in the second set. Sent over. Messenger just tries to place that one. Then equal to it. Messenger sets it up. Miller gives it to Drahota. It's off the blockers and drops home for a big Washington point.
Great way to come off that rally. Bringing that point home. Only trailing by 5.
Kuiper coming back out of the game after Washington wins that point back. Drahota serves after the kill for Washington. That one hit
that
off the wrong part
tough.
of Farmer's hand, it looked like.
That was tough.
(18-12). Brinley Seek serving. Been a valuable passer for this Benton team. Washington gets it quickly back over. Seek sent, and Miller got a quick touch to that. Washington able to recover. And Messenger hammers it home.
Huge.
Leighton Messenger ready for it at the net.
Great way to respond and react in that moment. The ball was moving in slow-mo, and Leighton jumped up while everybody was watching and got it right down.
She'll go back to serve. Messenger, the player of the year in the SEC as a junior, been just as impressive in her senior season.
One score at a time. I cannot stress that enough. That is how they have to approach this.
4 points separating the Bobcats and Demons right now. Hard hit by DeGroot, and those have just been lethal. Whether they get past the net or not, it's been Washington's back row has gotten some hard-earned digs tonight, but just a lot of power behind these hitters for the Bobcats. Schroeder serving that one. Mix returns the favor, though. Cuts the lead back to 4. Farmer will go back to serve. That one hard hit again, takes a deflection off the blockers at the net. Miller and I believe Berto were both over there, but Embritson, the shot too strong. It's 20-15, and the Bobcats are 5 points away from what has been an impressive performance so far. This Washington team been so good at home all year. But season on the ropes now with Brendez to serve. Farmer the dig. Miller for Messenger. Comes off blocker at the net. That time it was Palmer, but Mitch responds as Washington was able to recover from the block. 21-16, all 3 sets have been close. Benton's just had the longer runs of the 2 teams. It was to start both of the first 2 sets, and in kind of that middle portion, they went up 13-7 here in set 3. Washington's been playing from behind since. Can they get a run of their own? Maybe. Drahota off the blockers, dug up by Seek. Up and over by Benton. Miller for Miksch. Takes a deflection. Brendez ready for it. Over and off the net by Embritson, so another point for Washington.
This is some really good volleyball play right here. You can tell that neither team wants to give it up.
The lead back to 4. And down hard that time for Palmer. And when the Bobcats have been able to tee it up like that, it has been unstoppable. Whether it's been Embritson, Palmer, Schroeder's had plenty, Kelly's had a few as well. But an unforced error that time gives a big point back for Washington. It's 22-18 with Miksch to serve.
That could be huge.
Reminder, the winner of this one faces the winner between Centerpoint Urbana and Vinton Schellsburg. That game's scheduled to be at Centerpoint Urbana regardless. If the Storm and Pointers pick up a win here tonight, just a couple points away, Benton are from stealing a playoff road win, but a block that time.
Huge.
Drahota and Berto.
One of the most impactful blocks of the night in the most needed moment of this match.
Mixed serve, dug up by Schroeder, straight into the net. Benton somehow able to scramble it over. Miller for Drahota, and it's down into the net. And the Bobcats are 2 points away.
Oh. That was tough to see. Tough to see.
Embretson serves. Mix the dig. Miller, Drahoda will try again. That time gets it over, but it's dug up by Brendez. Schroeder. Miller gives it back late, and Messenger not going to go down quietly.
We are in store for a great close to this third set.
Sarah Burdo to serve. Addison Miller coming back in. She's at the net along with Messenger and Burdo. Mitch and Reagan Miller in as well behind them. Drahoda at the net rather. Burdo serving. Schroeder off the blockers. Washington unable to get there. Just too hard of a shot by Tallulah Schroeder. And the Demons are down to their last point. And the best server on the team, at least aces-wise, Callan Kuiper to deliver. Sends it over, Farmer the dig. Miller gets there, Messenger just sends it over. It's back at the blockers, set up looking for Schroeder. That gets down, and Benton comes into Washington and sweeps the Demons. 25-20 is the final score of the third set.
Tough.
Benton gets a big-time result. They will move on to the second round in Class 3A, Region 7. Zephyr, quick final thoughts before we send it away. Get ready for the Community First post-game show.
Hard-fought game, match. Every set felt like Washington was right there, but playing catch-up cannot be your game plan. That is not what they go into. But when you're down early and your back is against the wall, you're playing with more desperation than you are with focus, because your goal is to get back into the match, not to continuously win. That's where we were. Set 1, set 2, set 3, desperation, playing down. And I hate to say it, but without Layla Green, we wanted to see a full, healthy Washington team at their best in this, one of their biggest moments. Crushing loss. Amazing season.
Yeah, Washington certainly plenty of reasons to hold their head high. Another impressive year in the SEC, finishing 9-1 overall with just a lone loss to Burlington in the tournament, but certainly would have wanted to get a win in the postseason. Unable to do that. Benton comes away with a 25-20 win in the third set, takes it 3-0. We'll send it to a quick break. We'll be back with the Community First post-game show here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Flowers. Yes, green the bottom. We talk on all over the world. Out of There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Welcome back here to Washington High School, to the Washington High School gym for the Community First post-game show. Jack Knowlton joined by Aaron Six and Leighton Messenger. Washington's season coming to an end tonight with a 3-0 loss at the hands of Benton. Coach, I'll start with you. Some really hard-fought sets. Obviously had to come back a little bit there from some deficits early in those first two, but team fought really hard, just came up short. Just your thoughts on the match overall.
I thought we were a little nervous to begin the match. Just didn't play quite where we were capable of. We battled back strong, kind of had the momentum going into that second set. Kind of continued to work through there. We could never really get it going on our side of things. We would get a slight lead. They would take it back with a couple of extra points there. And we were constantly battling, to get the lead and just couldn't put things away when we needed to.
Leighton, I know not the ending you would have wanted to this season, but you've accomplished so much in your career. This team accomplished a ton this season. Last year, getting that first SEC title. Just what does it mean to you when you reflect on it a little bit?
Yeah, I think my high school career for volleyball has been so special and something I'll definitely never forget, Just the girls I've played with throughout the 4 years. I was able to play with my sister my freshman and sophomore year, which was great. And honestly, this group of girls here this last season of mine has been so amazing. And, I won't reflect on this, my high school career for volleyball as, just this loss. I'm going to think of all the good times that we had together. And I'm just so proud of how far this team and this program has come since my freshman year. So.
Coach, this group this year, this group of seniors in particular, what was your message to them after the match, and just what have they meant to this program as a whole for you?
Well, just told them not to hang their head on this match. Just the things that they have done for the program have really turned things around, and got us in the right winning streaks. Things that are going on that this program hasn't had in the past. And so just extremely proud of these girls. Their overall leadership was outstanding. They were a fun group to be around. They constantly were there for one another, were able to give criticism when they needed to, but everyone took that well, and knowing that it was for the best of the cause. And so I can't say enough about the leadership of these seniors, and what they have brought to this program is, just outstanding.
And Leighton, I'll just ask, you've accomplished so much, the 1,000 digs, the 1,000 kills for your career. But when you look back, just what are some of your favorite moments with your teammates? Maybe, some fun times, anything when you look back on over your 4 years or even over this season as well?
Sure. I think definitely my favorite memory has been winning conference last year. That was just such a special, heartfelt moment, I think, for everyone. But this team has just been so much fun. Since my freshman year, we went to Applebee's one time. Like Taylor said, this was her favorite moment, and I'll never forget it. We stayed up all night because we had too many sugary drinks, and it was just so much fun. And that's what this team is all about. And we are truly like a family, which I think is so special. And just all of our little moments before the games in the locker rooms and at tournaments when we're kind of just chilling and having fun together between matches. And it's just such a fun experience, and I'm so thankful for it.
Obviously a disappointing loss in the end for the Demons here tonight, falling 3-0 at Benton, but still plenty to reflect on and be happy about here with this season. Aaron Six, Leighton Messenger, thank you so much for your time. This has been the Community First postgame show. Once again, Benton coming away with the 3-0 victory over Washington. We'll send it away. This has been Demon Volleyball here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.